You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, so here's the former champion, the Russian boxer Petr Yan, ready to go for this round. This man keeps that tight guard, outstanding counter striker, and not afraid to go on the attack as well if opportunities present themselves.
Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
He gets out.
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Head kick there, blocked by Petr Yan.
It's always funny watching the beginning of these fights as guys try to really set the tone of the fight, the pace at which we are going to fight.
Oh, there's a takedown attempt. So now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Oh, big head kick there. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Davison Figueiredo gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Strong kick to the outside of that lead leg for him there. You do not want to keep too many of those.
No, you can't. He does not wind up on that kick, but he somehow is managing to land it with so much speed.
Both fighters back to their feet now. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Oh, he's got him against the side of the octagon. He's got his back. He needs to get his hips in, lift, and mat return him so that he can start to make him grapple with. They're so evenly matched. They're going to attack.
90 seconds to go. Yan gets tattooed by a solid uppercut there. Can't take too many more of those. Oh, rips the body shot there. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand. Body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Straight to the body there by Figueiredo.
That's how you control the fight. Keep fighting behind the jab.
Getting the hands going here early.
Oh, what a kick.
Outstanding back and forth first round. All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take...
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Oh, how clean is that jab by Yan? Body kick is there for Yan. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. All right, we'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid.
Oh, that's a huge connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook land. And his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, he's tasked with trying to find that shot again. Oh, he's got his back. He needs to try to lift to return him to the mat, so then he can try to chase submission.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be... Serve him up. Go get him.
Back to the feet now. Under 2 minutes to go.
Wow.
Oh, huge shots being landed on both sides.
He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its mark. That is it!
Holy smokes.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight.
It's not always going to rock. If it's not going to rock, it's either going to basically probably phase through. But you move that one side, like, oh, they going right to you. They going right to you. Right. That's one.
Bruce Buffer to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 31 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Davis!
Hopefully during a fight like that, I'm accurate about the fighter I'm using very much. Because I'm actually going to go to him more often. I like how still in the same weight class. I'm not picking random, I'm picking the fighter. I'm basically this guy.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early portions of the round here. A lot of different focuses for Davison Figueiredo. Certainly has every skill in terms of the wrestling and the grappling and the striking. But cardio management, maintaining the pace over 15 to 25 minutes, that was a big focus for Davison Figueiredo here during this fight. Oh, now going to the body with that hook. Nicely done there by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker.
Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Triple C for now, maybe C4 in the future, but Henry Cejudo getting a takedown early in this one.
I mean, the guy's not the champion. He's the best wrestler the UFC has ever seen. This guy is next level when it comes to getting takedowns, and he doesn't rush.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Excellent ground and pound strikes here by Cejudo. Nice positional control here. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Midway through round one. Postures up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. All right, feet on the hips here. Well, beautiful job there to posture up and land another vicious strike. Nice work there by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker.
That was a slick transition. Yep, got to be very careful there. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Cejudo's got his head looking for a guillotine.
That guillotine is tight.
Somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. The submission defense wins this transition.
Figueiredo's right back to the full mount.
This is a terrible position.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Cejudo's back in full guard.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Oh, that's a flush elbow from the bottom. Well played. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Great job landing from the top position.
Nice elbow there, and another one. Final seconds here of round one. Figueiredo's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean,
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Straight right is there. Starting to do some big strike lands.
big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Leg kick lands. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Oh, and now you really are starting to see the damage inflicted by the opponent all over that left thigh. Well, he is at his kickboxing best tonight. Another nice, good series of kicks by him.
I mean, the kicks are coming in bunches. Normally it's the hands. Tonight he's throwing kick after kick after kick.
Cejudo gets caught with that punch.
Those are big strikes.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. I might let you kick the inside of my leg after the show.
No.
See how that feels.
You don't want that, J.A. You do not want that. No one wants that. Even trained professional fighters can't take too many of those strikes. But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from throwing this kick over and over again.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, beautiful lead kick is good there by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position.
Huge knee land.
Fighters separate from the clinch now. Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. This pace is just absurd. He has kept a picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Final seconds here of round two. Well, clearly his leg is hurt, and now you see him starting to limp a little bit, Chip.
Yeah, he's starting to limp from the leg damage. He's been beat up, but his opponent told us, he goes, this guy does not check kicks very well. He does not do a good job of recognizing those types of attacks, and he's taking full advantage of it.
All right, so let's see how he responds here, DC, after a big round for his opponent, courtesy of those leg kicks.
I mean, he landed so many leg kicks. It's hard to understand how his opponent is not checking any of them. What is he doing in the octagon that is confusing him so much? But until his opponent answers those questions, it is not on him to change anything. Continue to throw those kicks.
All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though It wasn't crazy. You got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Well, his mobility hasn't necessarily been compromised, but his offense has been muted by those thigh kicks that continue to do damage.
Yeah, these leg kicks are beautiful. They spoke about their game plan. They openly told us this guy does not check kicks. It has proven true. And right now, he's getting very close to winning this fight. Great job blocking that shot.
89 total strikes have landed for Henry Cejudo, and landing with 50% accuracy tonight against Davison Figueiredo. Just over 3 minutes to go.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Figueiredo's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show just a nasty leg kick. That's more of a punch.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Fighter lands a kick now. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Nice body shot.
Figueiredo gets hit yet again and again. Same target area, that body. Oh, nice slip there. Great head movement overall by this guy defensively tonight.
He does a great job side to side, really mixing up the motion at which he moves.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Back and forth we go. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Cejudo's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am.
This might be...
Oh, what a way to end the round. He got stunned by a huge shot there just before you heard the horn. So he gets saved by the bell. The question is, though, what type of condition will he be in when he gets up off that stool? 60 seconds here to recover. The onus is on his corner to keep his head in the fight. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action. But the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, back protection. That guillotine choke is locked in.
Great submission defense, full display by the opponent.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, that guillotine is officially tight.
Cejudo's got him.
Trying to leverage those hips to escape, and he does.
That was beautiful. All he did was brought his hands to the hips. Fuck! Some of that guillotine pressure, and it pulled him back in to control his position.
All right, so we can't get it here again. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Figueiredo's in half guard now.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage, might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Cejudo's back in full mount.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Cejudo's looking for that arm triangle. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
And there it is! Holy smokes! As many style points as you could bring.
Fucking run for it. Hey.
You ready to fight? You ready? Do it.
All right, all eyes on Petr Yan as this round begins. At times, people have suggested that he plays with his food a little bit. Really just likes to get his reads and then chooses to attack later in the fight. We'll see how he approaches the early portions of this round. Yan gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though.
That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
All right, so Petr Yan at times a slow start with finding the range here early tonight.
And that's out of the norm for Petr Yan. As you said, he's a guy that starts a bit slow because he always wants to process information. He's a professor out there. But by landing that shot right there, it tells you that he's taking a bit of a different approach.
Fast pace here in the early going. Oh, a huge block there. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Petr Yan.
Oh, back and forth we go.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to take its toll.
Yeah, it's really starting to take its toll. And you watch the opponent, he's walking gingerly on his leg. And one big tell that you're starting to really do well with your leg kicks is when your opponent starts to switch stances.
Right.
Watch for a stance switch very soon.
Yan's head kick attempt, that one is blocked.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land. But even if you block them a little bit, they still put damage on you.
Oh, connects with the 1-2.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
And that one certainly found the target. Oh, another punch landed there by Cody Garbrandt. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working. Good defense blocking that punch.
That one connected. Going for the spinning side kick to the body, but he missed. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Big knee there.
Heavy kick downstairs.
Man, I would think when you fight a guy like Petr Yan, huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Big left hand there inside. Moments on both sides in round one. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So the fighter now with a cut on his lip. That is something he's going to have to deal with. You see the cut man not wasting any time getting in there. We'll see if he can shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for him moving forward. All right, big moment in that round, of course, the strike that caused the cut to the lip. Certainly it's not shades of Robbie Lawler nor Alistair Overeem, but the cut does bear watching as we move forward.
And it still hurts. I mean, it still hurts. Honestly, everything hurts in the octagon, and that shot looked like it hurt a ton. But what the story will be is that it opened up that cut on the lip. How does he avoid taking too much damage back to that spot? He's got to move his head off that center line as he's moving forward.
And there's only so much a cut man can do to stop bleeding in the mouth area, so we will continue to monitor that cut as this fight presses forward. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Whiffs on the elbow. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes on top.
Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame. Beautiful straight punch there by Jan. Garbrandt's thigh starting to show serious signs of bruising now. Under 3 minutes now to go round two. There's a kick.
Doing a really good job of throwing those leg kicks.
Clipped him with the right hand there. Thunderous leg kick rounds his opponent, a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
John, he's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
83 total strikes unofficially have landed for Piotr Jan. Well, still connecting on about 4 of every 10 attempts. 40% the accuracy rate now against Cody No Love Garbrandt. That's one way to upset the equilibrium. Nice high kick. Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking.
Got it done with his strike. He fought well behind the jab, but it was significant strikes that really did make an impact on the judge's mind. He lands a big knee to the body.
Jan's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues. Well, now these kicks are really starting to pile up since he found his range. This could be trouble. That shot blocked by Garbrandt. Nice kick to the body. Oh, you land, I land is how we're doing here.
Oh, nice kick.
All right, come on, you gotta get that left hand up for me now.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Beautiful diving strike lands. Archer, there's the horn at the end of the round. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked down near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that likely would have been the end of his night. All right, so a huge round for him there. That head kick probably would have had me out for good. The guy survives to see another round.
Yeah, but he'll go back to that. It landed so perfectly. He set it up great. He did a great job of mixing up the target early, going up high, and getting the desired result.
Character group when he drops his hand. Let you know. He's trying to look for a strike. You got to face it to him. That's why I say everything is about time.
You ready to fight?
What time would you listen to the
Third round underway.
That's perfect. You got me.
Fighter blocks a punch.
Every time I see him put his hands down, they do a strike. That's the perfect time.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
All right, there it is again, DC. That Petr Yan jab has been in his opponent's face all night.
Well, when Petr Yan gets an idea of what you're going to do in the octagon, then you will see the activity pick up. But it all starts and ends with that beautiful jab.
Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision, because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
Ooh, what a punch.
Just over 3 minutes. Strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now.
Body shot.
Could be the beginning of the end here. Oh, we're getting a finish here. That kick blocked by Cody Garbrandt.
All right, relax, bud. Good. You're doing fine. Stay relaxed. Breathe.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive.
Absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides.
That was clean moves.
Oh, a big left hand. Beautiful.
Go.
This could be. Oh, man, what a connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Oh, effective strike there from the clinch by Cody Garbrandt. Push kick there to the body. Lands to the body. He's got him hurt here.
Hey, crazy fight. Crazy fight. Oh, actually, how you want pretty much outscored me pretty much. I was doing stuff at the very end, pretty much, and I seen what he was doing, and I started catching him. So that's the reason why I completely lost to that fight, because I started catching him at the end of the fight. He was catching me from the beginning, so I couldn't really get my beat, and I couldn't really get my feet hit the work pretty much. Pick because easy go, though. Basically knocked that man, this man out real quick.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here as we get another look at the UFC featherweight contender, Arnold Allen. So far, so good in the UFC. As far as this matchup is concerned here tonight, he feels like the takedown will be there, but he's not going to force it. He feels like his jab is going to dictate everything. Of course, Firas Zahabi sort of intimating as much in our fighter meeting. But if Arnold Allen can win this fight tonight, sky is the limit for this featherweight contender.
Body.
Oh, nice job to block that punch.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
And now is where things could get really interesting. Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke. Oh, Darce choke, locked and loaded.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Wow, he gets out and now reverses position.
Beautiful submission defense by this guy. He was constantly under attack.
Grappler's delight tonight. Oh, nice transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense.
He's having his way with him here. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Big left hook coming. It's blocked. Pretty good jab there by Allen. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange.
Oh, he's doing a real good job of leveling off the strikes, too. Down into his mount.
Under 2 minutes to go. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Allen. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Allen's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here.
Got his guard pass. Nice.
60 seconds, let's do it.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Allen. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters that we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
20 seconds to go in round one. Allen's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Round two next. All right, no telestrator for DC.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. Oh, that's a good strike there by Allen. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna, there's another power takedown there. Topuria is looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so.
And there you go, again, half guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
That was nice.
Get yourself up in a good position, a better position.
Oh, he's got his back. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Nice striking.
Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here tonight as he continues to pepper that body. Look at those numbers, bottom of your screen. He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. And there you go. Again, half guard.
Topuria is looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Nicely done. Allen's got a bruise appearing on that left side right now. You got to think that body investment is going to pay dividends later. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Stand tight, stand tight.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Nice.
Allen's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Fighter lands a left punch now. 15 seconds. Oh, nice straight punch there by Allen. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. Allen's corner looks a little bit concerned, perhaps because of that cut on the lip that was opened up there in that round. Starting to bleed pretty good. Cutman's got his work to do now. All right, let us show you the highlights now. Here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Oh, nice strike landed there by Allen.
Oh, nice uppercut there. Another big shot to the head.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Head kick blocked. Found the target with that left hand. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Allen going for the takedown here, but he misses. Good kick to the body. Yet another huge kick lands.
Another big body kick lands. Oh, that body shot hurt him.
All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You got to throw everything at your opponent, because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not going to win this fight.
Oh, great block there.
Ooh, big shot land.
Slips the left hand.
He gets to the clinch position.
Topuria gets the double leg takedown. Well, you can sense the corner frustration. He has not had any answer for these body shots, and now you see the visible damage.
Well, his coaches are wondering, where's the defenses? We worked on this. We knew this would be an attack that they would come with. Why are you not doing what we've trained? He's got to change something, man. He's got to tuck that elbow. He's got to roll and turn. He cannot continue to take these body shots. You're winning here. 1 minute. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Both fighters get up now. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. 30 seconds now to go in the fight.
Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Right under the elbow, right on the bottom.
It was perfect. It was a perfectly placed shot.
Well, that smile on his face is only going to be surpassed by the zero.
System that they have for certain fights like that. If you don't got a top fighter who can go head to head with that person, and you pick a fighter to say lower level than that fighter, you're going to suffer half of your strikes on you. It don't even matter if you do what you're supposed to do pretty much half the damn time, because it's ego or whatever the fuck ultimate ego shit they have in this game. It's like these fighters have a certain thing where they are powerful. And it's like, god damn, how much damage do I gotta do to the bastard just to get back? It fluctuates. It's like 1 minute they let you get a knockdown, and then they let you get right back up.
Ready.
I can't do that with everybody.
All right, here we go, round one with Bilal. Remember the name Muhammad. And a lot of people were willing to forget the name when he lost to Jeff Neal back in 2019. This man has been on an absolute tear ever since, training now at his native Chicago at Mike Valley's Academy. But it's the wrestling. It's the suffocation on the ground that Muhammad maybe didn't have early on in his UFC career that has become a staple of his recent success. All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, it is powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target. He's very accurate with that straight left hand, so he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way.
No problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Good straight hand there by Bilal Muhammad.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more. Oh, that one landed, yep.
Oh, you gotta love this. He is coming out swinging early. No surprise, the aggression on full display.
No, he said he was gonna take it to this guy. That is exactly what he's doing as we start this fight.
Well, now if you're the opponent, you really gotta be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're gonna just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
Lands the left punch now, followed by a right. His head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alex Overeem's head.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Oh, yes, now we're going.
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I would bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, J.A. That uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Oh, a nice straight there by Diaz. Muhammad's now dealing with a cheek cut.
Good, those are all connected. Let's keep it up.
20 seconds. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want too many more of those.
No, and he needs... Another hurt. He's hurt bad.
Second round straight ahead.
All
All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but
that's all that's about. I think people can skip back in their head. It's all the time.
here we are, early round two. Swing and a miss by Diaz. Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, when you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your striking, I don't understand why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips, and get takedown.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both guys are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of
this game, I wish I could speak ahead.
All right, well, that blow is faceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when... I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
Oh, we told you off the top. Power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up. Oh, huge left.
Yeah.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now it's a... There's a left hand from Diaz.
Go off. Tough for me.
We approach the 2-minute mark in round 2. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing...
And how much more can he take? What a fight! Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it.
Start backing up to that cage. My first, I thought he was going to sidestep. If he would have sidestepped, I would have backed up. He was trying to find my spots to get inside. Goes basically fighting to me. He backed up. I was up. If he didn't back up, he sidestepped away from the cage. He got away from the cage. I'm like, okay, I'm going to bring it to me. Big. They backfired. Good fight, though. Good fight. He has hands up. He a monster with it. He is a monster. That's his new shorts? Oh, that's hard. Henry. I wrestle with. Every time I pick Henry Cejudo, I wrestle with.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 1 is underway, and there is Henry Cejudo. All of his knockout wins have come in round 1, so that certainly bears watching if you're Cejudo's opponent tonight. Trying to establish the jab early on here.
Tremendous body kick lands.
How about Cejudo in the stand-up? Alan Byers certainly a guy who deserves a lot of credit for the boxing improvements from the Olympic gold medalist Cejudo. First takedown attempt for the wrestler here, and he's able to get the more well-rounded fighter to the ground. So the striker gets a little bit off balance and pays the ultimate price.
But we know this is where this guy wants to be. Now, his opponent is a very good grappler, but this is his wheelhouse. This is
Johnson's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, that looks tight.
This has got to be the fight. It's over.
Got one.
Some way he's able to
Don't hold you
Look
for
at that,
that.
Johnny gets to his side. That allows him to slip the right arm out. He gets to his back. Now, he's inside control, but he's out of that deep submission attempt.
Now Johnson working on a choke.
Got that submission locked up very tight.
Watch it, right?
Oh, come on. That's got to be
It's
it.
like this. He is fucking wrong. You got two versions in the wrestling. The ones that wait until you move through, it's like they gotta look around. They gotta make it interesting. Because people just do that. It's like, yo, just wait for the person to. As soon as he denies it or basically try to escape from it, he can't do nothing else. Because once you burn them out, they can't stop it. Man. You gotta make it interesting. You got to make the ground game interesting. To the point, it's a back and forth battle, pretty much. If the person is really tired, it makes sense that you can't fight a submission. But when it comes down to I feel like there should be more fight, pretty much. Either the stamina has to get drained if what's the name, but you should still have a fighting chance. It should be like a little bit of a fight, a little bit more of a fight, pretty much. They give you a goofy escape window, but if you don't know how to escape, bro, you're in trouble.
Ready to fight? Ready.
So here's the former UFC strawweight champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She has broken a lot of fighters with her work rate, with her pace. There is no denying the output. Seemingly doesn't get tired. We'll see how Joanna Jędrzejczyk starts this challenge tonight. Lemos' hook shot gets blocked. The defense saw that one coming. Just misses with a left hook there. Oh, huge knee to the body. That'll soften her up. Yet another big knee. So more output, at least in the early going. And she did not miss there. This could be the end.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she stands.
Edge of your seat action as expected so far.
This is such a crazy fight.
Oh, massive kick. Didn't see that one coming. Well, seemingly, even when she gets her hands up, a lot of these strikes are getting through, and looks like some swelling on her head area now.
I mean, swelling on her head. You know, she's getting beat up. Make no mistake about it. She's taken far too many of these shots. What she needs to do is get active in her defense. Make sure that she doesn't get hit with too many shots clean. Because while it may not be bad yet, it's only going to get worse.
Just a slip there. Well, she's so confident in her defense and her ability to block shots, and now you see why.
You see all of I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing. Never seen anything like this, J.A. How in the world are these two women still standing?
Oh, with authority the body.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep.
Oh!
Well, it looked like we were going to get a finish. She had her rocked pretty good, but she wasn't able to close the show.
She wasn't able to find a kill shot. She hurt her very badly. She was not able to find that one shot that would have finished the fight.
All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth
This could be the end.
She landed a massive uppercut that hurt her opponent very, very badly. Oh, landing some big shots, too.
Massive left hand. Well, she hasn't gotten the finish yet, but it's not for a lack of effort. Several huge uppercuts have landed, and prevailing wisdom is she goes right back to it here, I would think.
She has to go back to that. Why would she not go back to it? You don't fix it.
One kick.
5 minutes down.
They doing the same thing here.
Well, she's
There
done a
you go.
nice job.
I couldn't lean back every time you did the same fucking time.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon.
Man, she just continues to eat shots right on that cut. I'm not sure they're going to let this thing go much longer.
Well, she's got to get moved, Johnny. She's got to be more offensive because your offense can be your defense. Right now, she's waiting, and she is getting beat up in the cut. Just keeps getting worse.
Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Nice job by her there to block that shot. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. Nice right hand there from Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She's got that look in her eye tonight. That'll scare a lot of men, never mind women.
I mean, the boogie woman, right? That's what she called herself, the boogie woman. She's the boogie woman that's coming for you. And you see that she's back in that state that allowed her to become the longest reigning strawweight champion in UFC history.
While she continues to land. There we see the seminal blow of this one.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hooked bad. Big right hand.
Just misses there with the left. That kick blocked by Lemos. Well, the hook has been her primary weapon of choice tonight. Let's see if she sets it up again here. So you want to be a fighter. Back and forth we go between two of the best women in the world. All right, looks like the referee is going to get in here. Yes, wants to call in the ringside physician. This cut might stop this fight right here.
I mean, she's really having a tough time with the location, J.A. She is not
That's
able to do what
She's trying to
she
get
wants
so
to do
bad.
because she's so worried about this cut.
Yeah, the doctor just stopped the fight. He doesn't care about your feelings. He doesn't care about the boos from the fans. He cares about the fighter. Too much blood to continue.
Yeah, too much blood to continue. He cares about the fight.
That's true. Thanks. Not red. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thanks. Not red. They can fight that shit. I've seen fights, but the blood gets too much. They wipe. They wipe it and make sure or put some freaking Vaseline on it, and then let her get back to it. They clean out the wound and then they listen. But it seems like this game don't understand that shit. They really don't. Oh, boy, I love it. Love it when the game does that bullshit. They don't just let the cut bleed. They wipe. They put a paper. They put something on it to stop it from bleeding for real. And if it opens back up, then it's a major problem. Get the full explaining of how cuts basically get worse over time by basically putting a system. If that person opens that cut back up, it could be a major problem. Worse every time.
All right, here we go. Round
one.
Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. This is about as big a fight as we can put together.
I mean, we have seen this on more than one occasion, and I gotta be honest, I am still as excited as the first time they set foot on the dais for a press conference. This is a big fight. It will always be a big fight. I can't wait to get started.
Perhaps we get a little bit of a feeling out process here early.
No, these boys hate each other. They just want to fight.
Pretty good combination. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
He does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang, drops the straight left on you that can end your night. He not only throws this fast, he also is so accurate, and that allows him to finish so many fights.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Didn't see that one coming. Gets tagged with a nice combination to the head.
The strikes continuing to pile up. 27 total strikes have landed for Conor McGregor. Back and forth we go. Well, this is a man of Conor McGregor who has pulled in any number of different directions, DC, but as you see here, in tremendous shape as usual, always puts in the time in training. Despite all of the different demands on his time, still has that reputation as one of the hardest workers in our sport. I'm not sure how you stay up.
I mean, when you can hit shots like that, to stay standing, show and talk to your toughness.
Oh, big knee to the body. How'd he get that one home?
Lean over.
Diaz's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities.
That's
You
how
can't get them as often as you like. So you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
All right, So the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time when you expect it.
Thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight. Big right hand.
30 seconds now to go in round one. Right on the button. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fight.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and thankfully it came right then and there for him. He was knocked down pretty significantly near the end of the round. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch. And just like that, here we go with round two. Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor. Nice jab by Diaz. Man, that Conor McGregor left hand is just an absolute piston, and it lands again.
It's like an atom bomb. Like he hits people, and they fall down. What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Diaz is blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter. McGregor's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Oh, great head movement there. Slips his head off the center line, and defensively, that's exactly. He's got it. Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight.
Why do that man like that? I don't know. Retaliation on that last fight I did with him. That's the thing he said he like this. It's like, oh, yes, that's like, that was trash anyway.
Ready.
All right, well, they've put this fight together again, and the fans are better for it. Thug Rose Namajunas, Joanna and Jacek both have realized UFC strawweight gold. But it seems like no matter how many times Thug Rose beats Joanna, young Jacek still believes she is the better fighter in this match.
And that's what makes her so special. It's her undying belief in herself and her ability to be the best in the world in this division. And she feels with just a few slight adjustments, she can get the job done. But can you, playing as Joanna Jacek?
All right, so Thug Rose Namajunas mixing it up pretty well here in the early going with her kicks and, of course, that patented jab as well.
Yeah, she pops that jab. She's so fast, and you can hear her corner telling her, Rose, stay on the jab, stay on the jab. She's so good at maintaining distance, and she's very tall for the weight class. Rose Namajunas has now figured out how to use her length to her advantage inside the octagon.
Man, these women are delivering for fight fans around the world. What a start to this fight.
How could you possibly be seated when you are watching this level of activity from these two women at the beginning of the fight? Big right hand.
Oh, big knee to the body. Oh, big left.
Nice feedback right hand, my goodness.
There, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power in this weight class. So she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Slid that one. Oh, nice placement on that shot to the leg. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Oh, an instinctive land there as she goes to the jab, DC. Nicely done.
That jab is stopping her in her tracks. It's not only a range finder, she is really damaging her opponent behind the jab.
Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. Jacek gets tattooed by that straight punch.
That was tough, man. Nice strike.
All right, so she told us in the fighter meeting the body shots were going to be key, and they certainly have been. She invested early, and now you're starting to see some damage on the other side.
Yeah, she's doing a great job of following the game plan.
Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement. Shot going on right now.
Checks in half guard. Under 30 seconds. She is reading things pretty well defensively as she's able to dodge that strike on the line.
She's got her eyes open and she's very aware of everything coming in her direction.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
Oh my goodness!
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So how about it, folks? A huge
fight here. I don't feel like fight here. Tickling. It's tickling every time you move. It's like it throws you to a time. When you base yourself a combo for a kick, they act like you don't even know. They act like you need to kick, like you hit the button. Yeah, that's what you did. So I'm glad I ended that fight. Goddamn, if I would have won another round, I would have lost, bro. I would have lost. That shit get me knocked out half of the damn time. That shit would knock me the fuck out every time. You know, that tick rate is like, you know you about to, you pretty much gonna go before this pretty much. Max Holloway. Oh, what about the pick though? Stop it. Saying this man, roll it.
Ready. Ready. Good.
Well, he turned pro when he was just a baby, but almost instantaneously realized UFC success. At one point, 10 consecutive wins in the UFC, realized the UFC world title. This man has knockout power plus submission skills as well, but perhaps his biggest asset, his self-belief and his toughness, those should be big for him in this particular matchup tonight. Good jab. Lands to the body there. Frantic pace early on to this one.
Great block there. Big shot lands from both guys.
There's that jab from Max Holloway. Didn't take him long to find a home for that tonight.
I mean, Max Holloway constantly fights behind the jab, and you would expect it at the start of every single fight. The jab leads to everything else that he does inside the octagon.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Total. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Max plus Holloway. Oh, look at him snap off the jab. That's pretty to watch. Beautiful employment of the jab here. He's got a good leg kick. There it is. Well, you see why Holloway is such a fan favorite. Beautiful land there with the left hand, and now we'll see what he can do with it. Oh, went for the spinning kick there. Well, just like he caught the kick there and then counters with the takedown. So a lot of fighters, when they catch that kick, will move immediately into the takedown, and it worked out for him there.
It worked out great. Caught the leg, drove right into his opponent, and put him on his back.
Oh, nice punch there by Holloway. Well, fear is not a factor for this striker. Coming out swinging early as we expected. Everything being thrown with fight-ending intentions.
He throws everything so hard, and he said to us, when we talked to him earlier in the week, he goes, I'm not afraid of anything. I don't care if I can take it down, as long as I get to put some leather on the guy that I'm fighting before.
There we go.
Holloway's hook shot there looked pretty good, but blocked by the defense. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing his shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting.
What a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Look is there again. Oh, huge right hand. Oh, so there's the whole scene at the end of the round.
Thank you, James.
Thankfully for him, that'll keep him in the
Thank
fight.
you, James,
Knocked
for
down near the end of the round. Saved by the bell, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Motherfucker was hitting me, like punching me for disaster.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Wow.
Yeah, he was able to really damage
Punch
him
him
with that big
His
punch.
sanity, I mean, his health is slowly regenerating.
Ready to
Like,
fight?
okay.
Ready.
All right, round two. Holloway gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet.
You know what's crazy? It was like in MMA back in the day, guys didn't jab enough. It was all power shots.
And just misses with that big right hand.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Nice.
They're doing that here. Huge shots landing on both sides. Oh, that's big.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish. And another big kick from Max Holloway. Oh, that right hand barely missed there. He didn't like that left hand. Now he's back up.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, no denying the durability on the other side.
There we go.
Punch right there.
Yeah, teabag, bro. I would quit too if the teabag me. Hey, just hit you with this. Just hit you with this. Ref this teabag rail. They ran along without much swiftness, pretty much. I had to weather the damn storm on that one. I had to weather the storm on 2 fights. Multiple fights, bro. Shit. That shit's not fun, basically. Weathering through the storm, not my choice of basically fighting like that, pretty much. It's taking punches just to basically see what it can see if I can find my openings on strikes. It's the most annoying thing ever because this game does a lot of stuff that I freaking can't stand pretty much half the damn time. Like sometimes I wish this game, I wish Undisputed plays like a little bit like this, but a little bit 10 times better. Like 10 times better, pretty much. With the open strikes, where if a person basically leaves himself open, I can basically read, oh, he left himself open, bow, catch him. Or he left his body open, bow, catch him. It's like, and Undisputed is very different. Pretty much the stand-up, it's there, but it's not there at the same time, pretty much. they did do a patch. They did do an update, but the update's not exactly the update they was talking about. Pretty much as they saying that was saying that everything that they basically are going to do to that game is basically going to change. It's pretty much is going to be a little bit of changes, pretty much. But after watching JMMA talk about the stuff that they did, because he's one of the testers of that game, pretty much it's kind of like I'm a little bit skeptical because see how he explaining it. Pretty much, it's not a big up. It's not a big update. Pretty much to change certain things are going to be different, but it's not a overall like a big main update to basically be the shit. Like that's the game. Okay, I can play Undisputed now, and that's all I'm hoping for the Undisputed to do pretty much because I like fighting games in general, but I don't like basically playing a fighting game where I'm throwing a strike and my strikes are phasing through my opponent, even when I'm basically trying to point fight. If I'm trying to point fight, I don't want to see my punches phasing through his body. That's for damn sure. Not playing if I'm playing against my friends or whatever the case may be. I do not like that shit. If my punches are phasing through him, pretty much that motherfucker better be dodging my shit. He better be dodging the fuck out of me, pretty much. If he's dodging, he's moving his head, it makes sense. But if he's staying completely still, why the fuck am I whiffing shots and we the same height? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't give a fuck if anybody say about angles or whatever the fuck it is, pretty much. That it doesn't work like that, buddy. It just don't. It don't work like that. The sweet science of boxing is about angles, but it's more to basically throwing. I mean, when the right time to throw strikes. It's the same thing as I said on this thing. It's about timing on this game. That's what this game is about. It's about fucking timing. If people don't know when you're supposed to throw a strike, when you're supposed to set up a leg kick, and they give you different animations on that leg kick, pretty much. It's pretty much one game I can basically give y'all a full breakdown that I basically can say that game pretty much was the game that kind of like, yeah, okay, I understand it. UFC, I would say two, the one with over dramatic bullshit, pretty much what's the name? It's animations that you basically a person can basically tear you to shreds if he basically hits you with one kick and then basically set up to another kick and then goes to another one. It's like the animations to that basically is like relentless. Like go watch old combos of a person like fully got the whole uh animations down pat where he know where to hit you and he basically get into like a stuck animation where he basically nonstop punishing you just because you don't know how to. Man, you can't really defend it after that. Like after he set you up with that kick, hit you with a whole combo, and it feel like it looks like something off of like Tekken or Street Fighter for real. That shit look crazy. Go watch old videos of UFC 2 of the whole the like the ragdoll physics of how that shit was. That shit was retarded back in the day. But um, if you go back and watch some videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like you pretty much gotta know your timing all the time. You gotta know when you can throw a strike. You gotta know when you can get a takedown. But sometimes this game does do bullshit and it does cheat you on the takedowns pretty much. Because I'm just saying, there's no one can throw a head kick, right? Can throw a head kick, miss the hit, throw the head kick, and the person who's basically going for the takedown, he's not going to basically like sprawl. It's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. That man's off balance. So I hope and pray they get a system that makes sense of that. That basically like if a person throwing a head kick or lifting his leg up in general for a body or whatever the case may be, or he's trying to get ready to lift up it, he should automatically go for like a takedown. Like that person should be able to get this takedown. He can defend himself on the ground, but I'm just saying like when it comes to like you off balance, you should not be able to sprawl after you getting caught with a takedown. That's crazy. That man got like that man Spider-Man for real. His reflexes on 100. Another thing I wish they fixed on this game that I wish the most they fixed is stop babysitting these motherfuckers. Stop babysitting me on this game, pretty much. I sometimes like leave myself open every once in a while, pretty much. Let me learn from it. It does that sometimes, and then it does that to a point where if I throw a strike and my opponent is basically like trying to, how can I explain this? My opponent is basically like on a crazy mad combo for real, and I block pretty much, and then I try to catch him. The computer will, I mean not the computer, but the person I play it against pretty much is what's his name. It's basically like defending the Lacey blocking it, and it's basically like he don't get no damage from it, or he moves to us, or he leans to a side where he's supposed to get hit, but he don't take no damage. I hate that. Undisputed is that too, but they do it 10 times. It's way worse on Undisputed. It's like when a person moves to their same side, you don't hit them for some reason, but when you move to their side, they can crack you. It's weird. And I hope they basically get it right for both games. I really do. But I doubt it for EA, pretty much, with this whole thing going on with EA, pretty much, because once they basically come out with a game, they basically like what's name. And I basically understand what Pride was saying, pretty much, with the games and stuff like that. This is the same company that basically said, if you don't like the new games, if you don't like the new UFC games, then go play the old games. I haven't forgot that. I really haven't forgot about what that person said, pretty much. That's fucked up to say to your fan base that basically buy your buy your games, pretty much. But yeah, that developer said that, pretty much. He's like, yeah, if you don't like the new ones, go play the old ones. Like, go what? Like, why would you say that to you? Not like you ruin it for anybody who basically want to touch your fucking game, or basically you had some diehard who love your game, but you telling them that if they don't like the what's name, they see the flaws in the new UFC 4, and they told you about it, and you basically took the criticism and basically like act like a little, you know what, because they basically criticize your game, and you basically supposed to take this criticism like, okay, take it to the chin, we can make it better, we can do something better. But instead, you basically told us to play an old game, to go back and play the old game. Because we saying the movement was way better. The movement, it was way better. I can actually say that pretty much. Some of the stuff they be doing in this game is a little bit floaty. It looks floaty to me. And I'm still playing it because it's the only game that I got right now. Pretty much. I don't feel like playing the old UFC, learning how to basically withstand. Pretty much. Even though I love the surviving ground game thing you can do on UFC 3, pretty much you can survive a round by holding your opponent on the ground, which that's realistic. But they ain't kind of the holding system is basically it does it randomly. It does it when you not hitting, when you basically it does it by itself. Let me have control of that, so I know when to hold my opponent on the ground, so I can basically hold it, so I can run the clock. They do that in UFC. They do that in real life. They run the clock. Certain things that they do in UFC, it's like they get rid of, and they basically or they basically bring it back, and they basically try to refab or shit, or try to bring it, try to make it look, try to change it up, and it's like, yo, you really messed up that, because I know this person got me beat on the ground, and I'm supposed to basically I'm trying to survive, and the best thing I can do is hold my opponent on the ground into the next round, so I can get back up and get back and figure out what the hell I was doing wrong. But this game has the nerve to basically it does the grabbing thing randomly. It does it every time you get on the ground, so it does it by itself, pretty much. Like, that's the reason why I say babysitting is like it sucks in this game. When this game wants to babysit you, pretty much you suffer so bad that you supposed to than the normal Joe. You suffer more than anything. And if you see certain things in this game, you got basically pointed out. And that's one thing I'm pointing out. Stuff that you can do in real life pretty much should basically be like copied from real life, but bring it to a video game form. And I did that so well in UFC 3, where if I'm getting beat on the ground and my opponent, what's name? I'm holding my opponent on the ground or locking them pretty much on the ground. it's up to him to get out of. It's up to him to get out of it. I'm trying to basically smother him, or basically what's that? If he's trying to do the strikes, it's a thing that we all do pretty much when it comes to surviving on the ground. Hold the motherfucker. We holding. We're not letting that motherfucker get any strikes. We're grabbing the arm, making sure you don't grab on the grip. Like, okay, he gotta get out of it, but he's wasting his energy trying to get out of it. If they can bring that back and put it in a new UFC game, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Another system I want to see in this, another system that will basically make sense for the ground game, pretty much, because I do love the ground game. I need the ground game to be more devastating on the ground. Like I need the punches need to be more devastating. The punches like it doesn't look devastating on this game. It just looks so off. It just look off, pretty much. I need the punches to be way faster than what they are in this game. They'll be way faster and more brutal, pretty much. Because it seemed like when you punch someone on the ground, they don't get busted open pretty much only on the stand up tip. And am I wrong for saying that? Am I wrong for saying that? They don't bleed on the ground like that. Like that's where the damage happens on the ground most of the time. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time. When you got somebody on the ground and you got somebody you're raining down elbows, or that's another thing I want to see in the game is basically like multiple different elbows on the ground, pretty much you going back and forth over and over with the elbows. I want to see that in the game, pretty much. I want to see faster strikes on the ground. It's like how you got on the stand-up tip. I want to see faster strikes on the ground. If you got certain fighters that's not really good on the ground, it's like they strikes are just bullcrap. Then don't do it for them. Give it to like what? I'm talking to the channel. I ain't talking to my channel. What you want? Yes, she was. Get out of here. You gone now. You get scared now. But like a rampage. Rampage is basically like when he do ground and pound, his hands are brutal. Like he looks like he basically getting away with murder. Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, those fighters, even even new fighters, they basically when they do ground and pound, they look brutal when they basically do ground and pound. It doesn't look like how it looks on how they got it in the game. It should look way more brutal. Like the punches should be doing devastating damage. If the person's blocking an elbow, if that person's doing an elbow, that elbow should break that block, and they basically got to try to figure out how to survive, or basically try to figure out how to hold that person to basically stop them from getting hit. It makes more sense to basically throw an elbow, and the elbow doesn't break that block, and basically they still can survive on the ground. And I don't like seeing that the stamina doing the same damn thing every goddamn time you knock somebody down. The stamina is regenerating while you're hitting the bastard. Like that don't make no damn sense. Pretty much, unless that motherfucker got a rock hit, I don't know what the hell that is. Pretty much. The only thing that makes sense to me if the stamina is regenerated, pretty much, if you pretty much hit somebody in the stomach and you hit like an animation on UFC, then kind of is like the basically like okay, that makes more sense if they would have did that way. If you hit somebody in the stomach like a leg kick or a body shot and they drop to their knees, that's when I think they stamina should basically be regenerating pretty much. But you have a certain time limit on getting the ground and pound, like how Undisputed was. When you basically get on over top of them pretty much and they basically hit the ground, you just kick them in the stomach or you just punch them pretty much. It should be like I wouldn't say like how it is in this game, how many strikes you can throw, but the strikes should be unlimited unless that person can survive and get the hell up and try to basically maneuver and get the fuck up pretty much. It should be like a better system. Submissions, I feel like a way more fleshed out system when it comes to submissions would make the game a little bit interesting, pretty much for people who like doing submissions and stuff like that. It's only like it's not that many ways you can get out of the submission, pretty much. I would say a system where your opponent can get his hands can get tired, pretty much, and you can break the submission. Or I would say I think the denial system needs to be more fleshed out. I think everything that they're doing in the game is a little bit okay step, but it needs to be more fleshed out. I think when it comes to stand up, pretty much, I like the way it is right now. I like the way it is, even though some of these strikes, when you have a effed up connection, you deal with them. You deal with the most punishment because, like I said, this game is all about fucking timing. Pretty much, it's like if you can time a way where your opponent basically takes his hand off his block and they throw a strike, and you can time it perfect, you can get a freaking a quick strike in before he even thought about thinking about going straight. Pretty much, you can beat him to the punch every time if you basically do that. I really want to see them basically implement getting up from the cage for because that's actually something. Even though I know if they do put that in the game, we pretty much gonna be dealing with the goddamn computer. That computer gonna be torturing the fuck out of us with that shit. It's like how they was doing in freaking what's the name, but it's basically a thing that they do in UFC pretty much. I feel like it should be way more takedowns, pretty much for what's the name for like deep like. I feel like when it comes to like certain fighters, certain MMA fighters like DC, he should have his own little takedowns of how he take down people. For like GSP should have his own style of how he take down people. Like everybody should have their own different style of how they do takedowns and stuff like this. I mean, when they get on UFC, pretty much. I think they all should have like unique styles and stuff like that, pretty much. And when it comes to like the career mode, I feel like when it comes to career mode, I wish and pray that they basically have their own style, so you can basically put that to your fighter, and you're like, okay, I want this takedown, and he has all a package deal with the certain fighter takedowns, pretty much. Because on this game, everybody has a similar takedown. Certain different fighters have different takedowns, and it's like, damn, like it's so many unique styles. Judo, um, it's so many different. It's so many different styles. Other than you got the Muay Thai, it's so many different styles in this goddamn game. They can implement it in a better way. They doing it in this game. Muay Thai is off. It's weird. It's like you got somebody in a clinch, and you basically throwing knees. They can throw body shots at you. Like I really want to look up and do research on how to escape from the clinch when you get caught in the clinch, when you deep in the clinch and they throwing knees and hooks and body shots pretty much. Right? They need to flesh out that system. They need to flesh out most of the stuff that's going on in this game pretty much. I love the cut system, but motherfuckers abuse the fuck out of that shit on this game when they throw elbows pretty much. They should flesh out that elbow system. I really think they should. Kicking combos more than anything because half the damn times somebody try to do a setup to a rear or what is that rear to like a leg combo setup pretty much. I can't do it because the animations are too damn slow for certain fighters. I don't know if I picked the right fighters pretty much. I don't know. I'm basically trying to do that stuff. But I hope they do a lot of stuff to basically change the format of UFC and for the better, not for the worse. I'm going to end this live stream. I will be playing some Dying Light later on tonight. Getting a couple of more episodes in. I'll probably do episode 6 or 7. 6 or 7. I'll probably do 6 and 7 if I get the time, if I get enough time. And thank y'all for listening to me. I just hope they do some stuff to make UFC interesting or great, pretty much. Thank y'all. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.